Yo, doing a little meme coin stream. It's gonna be a good one. Let you guys pour in. I'll be right back as I post about the stream.
And these survivors may be the only humans left alive. Together, they will attempt a journey into the unknown.
In the beginning, people had nothing. Their bodies ached, and their hearts held nothing but hatred. They fought endlessly, but death never came. They despaired, stuck in the eternal quagmire.
Posse.
Damn, son. This must be a DJ Smokey exclusive.
Protect Positive Squad.
Wait a minute. I know who you are. Yeah, but I heard you were dead.
I am.
So chopped and screwed right now.
Don't worry about what the fuck he be doing. It's DJ Smokey.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's a Pepe stream. We're gonna be talking about the Pepes and the Doges and the Pepes and all the stupid shit. The dumb coins that you don't want to think about, that exist, that shouldn't, that we can't ignore anymore. I'm look at this crypto bubbles. Look at the bubbles website. Look at this Pepe bubble. Look at this dog bubble. I feel like that fish in Finding Nemo. I'm like, bubbles. Look at this whiff. You guys ever hear of whiff before? Look at this dog with a beanie. These things are gonna get ETF soon, bro. My gosh. And then Solano, and Solano's in there too. Man, I got a weird relationship with Solano because the chain like literally goes down and shit. Like, I don't want to invest in it because like the chain literally goes down like every other week. But thanks for coming in, guys. Thanks for joining the stream. Good to see you guys. Make sure you guys smash the likes. Yup. Let's look at some of these coins here. I was looking at some Bitcoin news. MicroStrategy's buying more. Talks about euphoria. Because Bitcoin did just get rescued. We're at the all-time highs, and every day we're gonna have to hear people say, oh, it's the all-time high. So once this starts happening, this is when everyday people start feeling the pressure, start feeling the heat, and the market is turning less from the hodlers, and it's more like retail people starting to come in, and we're gonna start seeing the FOMO. And it is only a matter of time before there's a sizable correction, but we can't just like guess. We can't be a pencil neck and like be calling shorts. You got to go with the trend until the end, you know what I'm saying? But there's gonna be some sort of iceberg, some sort of bull run pullback shit that's gonna happen at some point. I feel like 100K is like the perfect psychological level for that to happen. But this is the market's changing because we're breaking the all-time high. What else is going on here? Crypto market rally starting to show signs of exhaustion. What the hell are they talking about? What are they talking about? Yeah, whatever. This news is meh. I like the bubbles, man. Let's see the numbers, man. I like look at Pepe up 15%. I think it's actually correcting. Yeah, it was up like more than that. It was up like 20-something%. It looks like it's having a fight. But look how Pepe, Pepe is not, even though it's a meme coin, it's trading really good, especially with the anchored VWAP tool. You put the anchored VWAP on that correction back in like early March, and it's good trading, you know what I'm saying? Like, we come up over the anchor and you get a nice long there, you got a nice long here, nice long here. It's playing by the rules, and these are massive gains. I mean, you long this with leverage, and oh my gosh, these gosh darn meme coins, man. Money flow it's not even like thick green money flow. What the heck's going on here, man? Nice little trigger wave on the 6 hour. Man, Pepe is doing great. I wish I got some Pepe, man. There's also that bonk coin here. This is like the new dog coin that's been doing really good this year. Maybe we'll try put some anchors on this bad boy. Let's see. Ooh, we're just starting to creep up over this anchor right here. All right. Yeah, we're coming up over these anchors. Bonk, I mean, these anchors are hella sideways. You know, this is definitely like consolidation, like flat anchors. But if these anchors can start to ascend, like bonk will go higher, and the gains are insane on these shit coins. Is SHIB breaking out too? Oh my gosh, let me add SHIB. Holy SHIB. Let's do the Bybit one. Let's check the SHIB. You guys, okay, you think this is breaking out? Let's see. Let's check the volume weighted. Let's see if it's breaking out from a volume weighted standpoint. It's actually, it hasn't quite broken out yet. You guys see this? We're in a sideways consolidation on the SHIB. But if we can get over these anchors and then the anchors start curving up a little bit, start looking for a pump there on the SHIB. Yeah, that's why I think this is a really good stream. This is going to be a good stream because we don't talk about these shit coins often, but now that we're starting to see some of them going crazy, I want to look at them. I want to apply the anchored VWAP tool to these shit coins, because some of them might start popping off. How am I doing these anchors? It's just a tool on the left side here, bro. It's the, if you ever heard of VWAP before, it's volume weighted average price. And this tool is a volume, so it's a volume based projection. It's called the anchored VWAP. If you want to learn more about this tool, you could join my VIP, and like I have private videos that you only get if you join my VIP, and there's a link in the description if you want to email me, tell me a little bit about yourself, and like we can get you in the VIP. Or you could just buy Brian Shannon's book on the anchored volume weighted average price. He's the guy who like invented this tool. He didn't invent VWAP, but he invented the anchored VWAP. He was looking at VWAP, which is the institutional like day trading tool that institutions use to get fair prices buying and selling assets. But he wanted to apply it. He wanted to be able to anchor VWAPs to any point he wanted because they work really good. So basically all it does is it generates from the point of your choosing a volume weighted average price. So it's not a moving average. The first or the oldest data points don't fall off like a moving average. It's like a rolling set of data. It's a cumulative set of data. So this original point, when you set the anchor, it becomes more and more relevant with time. If there's ever a spike in volume, even if the price does not move, the volume weighted average price will move. Because it has that volume component. And so because it's volume weighted, it's not just price. It's like the heart. It acts as like the heart of the market, and it gives you a really good idea of like which way the wind is blowing. A lot of, it's hard to understand volume in general for a lot of new traders, and I think that VWAP does a really good job of blending price and volume in a way that helps a new trader understand. You know what I'm saying? Like when price is below a VWAP, the volume is in the bear's favor, whereas if price is on top of a VWAP, the volume is in the bull's favor. So yeah, when we look at SHIB here, it looks like we are trying to break out, and the volume is starting to trend in the bull's favor. Not quite. And the longs aren't going to be as hot until these VWAPs start to curve up. We want to see the VWAPs on a positive slope like this, and then the price can start bouncing higher on it. But when a VWAP is flat like this, that's a sign of like consolidation, or like a symmetrical triangle. You know what I'm saying? And so you definitely want to watch it because it's like gonna break out soon. But yeah, So SHIB, something is cooking on SHIB, but it needs a little time to grow. We'll look at that one later. Let's look at this whiff coin. This whiff coin. Dog with hat, or whatever the hell it's called. So we put an anchor at this low here. And there's also settings with your anchors. Like if you double click this anchor, you see this source right here. You want to make sure this is not set on this by default. You want to make sure it's open, high, low, close divided by 4. That way it takes the open, the high, the low, and the close of whatever candle you pick, and it just averages everything. So your anchor starts at just the middle of the candle. And that's what Brian Shannon recommends. That's not my idea. That's Brian Shannon, the creator of the tool. That's what he recommends. So I just do what he says. But yeah, like you see, we put an anchor here. Great long on that. Great long on there. You see, I mean, the price very much respects the anchored VWAP. And I'm not even talking about NickCipher B, but you do see a bullish divergence here. You guys see how the price comes up, but if you look at the waves below 0, you see how the despite the bears trying harder here. Let me see if I can all right, you see where my nose is? You see my nose, guys? Okay, so this right here, you see this momentum? So that was nice what happened there. And then the momentum got even hard. The bearish momentum got crazier over here. Like, look. See that wave right there that I'm licking? I'm fucking bad at this, but this wave went deeper, but the price is higher. How is that happening? That means the market's gaining bullish strength. It's in the bulls' favor. The bears are weak. They're trying harder and failing. All right. It's a hidden bullish divergence. Haven't I taught you guys this already? Yeah, flopping gropers. So yeah, that's why that shit pumped. And I will say that like the price is going to respect the anchor like more than MC, even though MC plays off perfectly here. This is great. I love this setup here. But MC is like a feminine indicator. Like it's looking great now because we're in such a trending market and it's just like playing out really good. But price will often bend to like to a tool like the anchored VWAP here, and then the MCB will kind of like respond. You know what I'm saying? So MCB, you know, it can justify your delusions a little bit, but it definitely increases your win rate substantially by using. I can't trade without NickCipher, but when it comes to basing my trades, like it's these anchors. It's the anchors that I'm looking at. I'm looking to find some support on this key level. It's a key level. It's a yeah, the anchors guide me. NickCipher B justifies my delusions. So whiff looking really good. You know, you can't even really, it's just running from the anchors, you know what I'm saying? There's no high that you could put a bearish anchor on. Like for instance, we put a bearish anchor on this high over here, and you see how the price came up, overcame that, and you could have lost. So once this bear sentiment dies and the price skewers it, then you can it's way more safer to bet on continuation at that point. Once the bearish sentiment from that bearish anchor that you set is defeated. And so anytime you see a market high, you know, you put an anchor on it because you think maybe this is the end. Maybe this is the end of the bull market, right? But then you see the price skewer it, and it's like, oh, okay, the bulls have defeated the bear. The bears have been defeated, and now we're going to keep going up. All right, we're looking at Pepe again. We're looking at Pepe. Just looking at how I just want to see how we overcame the bearish sentiment here. So we put an anchor at this old top here. Do you see how the price came up? We built some traction there, and see that little bounce right there, and then we go straight up. That's what we love to see. We love to see the bearish anchor get vanquished, because we're in a bull market. So it's a really great way to base continuation, to find continuation in markets, is you place that bearish anchor at a top, a local top, and just watch it. When the price overcomes it, there's nothing else in its way. There's nothing else in the price's way anymore. It's going to go up to a new level, and it's going to happen again and again and again in these markets, because we're in a bull market. Yeah. Okay, so this Bonk coin, it's just now starting to overcome its anchors. The anchors need to start ascending here. But Bonk coin, definitely something you want to watch. There's this Floki coin too. It's like this Greek god coin here. It's like a little dude with a Viking helmet. We'll look at this shit coin too. So it's running very hard from its anchor from the low here. There's not very many like long opportunities that we're getting with this anchor, which makes this particular anchor not so good. Maybe we could try putting an anchor here. That's not really working either. You wanna find anchors that play nicely, you know what I'm saying? Find like a correction here. It just means this is very bullish, you know what I'm saying? This one seems to be playing nicely. If you just put an anchor here I'm on the 65-minute chart, but like it's subjective. You can place these anchors on any time frame. Although I do try to put anchors on the daily candles if it's like a big time frame anchor. Like I love putting them on daily candles, but sometimes you got to zoom in, and because the price action is so crazy that you got to put the anchor on like an hourly chart kind of candle. But we're hitting a nice little long here. It is kind of in ascent. We're definitely like sloping up. So the Floki's looking okay. We'll put a little bearish anchor here. Looks like we're coming up over it. We're coming up over the bearish anchor on Floki here. How's the chat doing? How you guys doing in the chat? I've been ranting. What's up? Man, you guys are so positive with me. Like, I feel like in CF stream, there's like pencil necks everywhere. And then you guys all just are chill with me. I do 100 push-ups a day and like imagine all these like haters in my mind, and like, you know, I went on so many hikes last year just thinking about like how once I start live streaming, I'm gonna have to take the heat. I'm gonna have to take on the pencil necks. And so it's funny that like now that I'm live streaming, everyone's just supportive, and like I just had all these voices in my head for nothing. Just goes to show that if you guys ever are thinking about starting something, don't overthink it, man. Don't overthink it and just start doing it. There's really no one in your way from doing the things that you want to do in your life. Don't let anyone stop you. Even if the haters do come, screw them, bro. It's like swat them down. They're pencil necks. It's fun. It's fun taking them on. Yeah, I can see your message, man. FG, can you see this? My YouTube is messed up. I can see your message, man. Iced Coolie, sometimes a cucumber tastes better pickled. What the heck? It's so funny, man. I wonder if does MarketCipher.com work for me right now, man? Every time I try to go on this on stream, it don't work. It only works when I'm not streaming. Yeah, what the heck? All right, hold on a second here. Yeah, I don't even have Nord's not on right now. Stupid, dude. Absolutely stupid. What else is pumping right now? All right, we'll look at Solana. We'll look at BNB. Let's look at those. All right, let's look at Solana. All right, so Solano's pumping on the hourly here. We're gonna look to pull some anchors out here. We're gonna pull some anchors out our ass. Really good longs off of the anchor from the big correction. It's not like this on every coin. We just looked at a coin where this correction, it wasn't playing that like by the rules that good. But a lot of coins are. A lot of coins, the anchors are playing really great. Look at this shit. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 big gigantic longs off this anchor here. And every time you see a top, like let's say you put an anchor here, we come up over it. There's definitely a fight for sure, but when we come up over it, do you see how this is a big continuation there? Put one there. It's the same deal. So no matter where you put your bearish anchors on Solana, the price came up for you, overcame that bearish anchor, and got you into this continuation here. I really think the anchored VWAPs make this shit way too easy. And that's why, like with my VIP, like I upped the value, I upped the price, but I made sure that there's a lot of good value in there. You're gonna get on a phone call with me for 1 to 2 hours. We're gonna talk about your trading. I've talked to hundreds of traders. I'm really confident in my ability to like isolate like what might be wrong and what's good and what's bad about your background and your history in regards to trading. I'll figure out what might be the issue with your strategy if you're having issues, or if you're doing great, I still want to talk to you. Because I've been there with CF during his big trades. I've been here with CF all along. I've ran the communities. I talked to the traders. I got a lot to offer. But with the phone call, you get into the VIP group for life, and you get 10 videos. You get like 5 hours of me talking about VWAP, not just with me, but with some of my best students who've been in here since the bottom of the bear market. So you get all that shit. And so it's definitely a good deal. But if you want the shortcut, you just read Brian Shannon's book, watch some other free YouTube videos on anchored VWAP, and it's really not that complicated. You could really just do all this shit yourself if you need to. I'm not gonna sit here and say that you need my ass, but I definitely have some good value that I can provide you, like one-on-one. And the group, you get it for life. So you know what I'm saying? You get my TA and all that shit. But yeah, Solana doing really good. There's no bearish anchor I can place quite yet. If this did come down a little bit, we could put a bearish anchor on it, but right now it's kind of in this price discovery mode. It's just going crazy. If we look at Solana on like the weekly, for instance, the blue wave is over the 60 line, which is runaway train status here. We're not even at all-time high, so Solana has a long ways to go of bullishness. So Solana's looking pretty good as long as it holds those anchors and all that. What else was looking? What was the other one? Oh, BNB. Binance token. Binance token's going crazy right now. Okay. All right, so this is the weekly chart. We're doing really good on the weekly. The momentum's looking great. We just achieved high levels of market strength with these RSIs on BNB. That's obviously why it's pumping. Daily's still super runaway train. Money flow's picking up. Let's put some anchors. We're gonna go on the hourly chart. And let's place an anchor at the bottom here. Let's just see how crazy this looks. The crazy is crazy. There's not even any long entries there. Let's put one there.
Mind telling us who you are, though?
All right, that played out really good. We got one, like a couple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 solid longs off that anchor. So we'll delete this one down here. We'll keep this one just because it played out really good. The anchors are still ascending.
Damn, son, this must be a DJ smoking.
You guys get the idea, man. Like you want to catch like this traction here, and you catch that continuation. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't want to just FOMO into BNB. You would want this to like come down and tap an anchor that's at least halfway significant, like at least this anchor, you know what I'm saying? Get a good entry, don't just FOMO into shit. But yeah, BNB popped off its anchors, you know? It did really good. All right, let's look at BTC. We talked about the shit coins. We'll do ETH as well. All right, so Bitcoin's anchor has been playing so good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crazy taps of support on this volume weighted anchor. The anchor's still ascending. Looks like the blue waves are picking up, the RSIs, the market strength's coming back in Bitcoin on the 30-minute. Also on the hourly, looks like things are coming back up. The RSI just is like reclaiming some high levels here. That's really good. This long played out really good. You got a mama turtle, baby turtle. The momentum trended up. You had one wave below 60, and then the next wave was deep and strong, but it didn't break 60, the negative 60. It was like this is like a perfect anchor trigger setup here. I think what makes a great anchor trigger setup is the first wave goes under the 60 line, and the second wave goes as deep as possible without going under the 60 line. That's what makes a good anchor trigger. So this is all just textbook MC shit playing out. Nah, man, the ID is almost here, bro. It's shipped and it's coming. It's coming, bro. One day you'll just see me. I'll just be like, oh, I'm in a big, huge position. Oh, I'm one of the big dogs now. Oh, you didn't see that coming. It's gonna be like that, bro. I got huge bags, dude. I got big giant balls, dude. I wheel them around in my wheelbarrow. I've been growing too with the market. The markets have been pumping. So too have my gigantic balls. Yeah, man, I'll be streaming. I'll be streaming it. I'll be alerting the VIP if I enter a position. I've been talking about like how I'm gonna approach the markets. Like I wanna, on like a big dip, I wanna try and get a big low leverage position going and shave meat off the pig as I go. That's what my brother does. I just wanna kind of just do what he does, where he enters these big positions and he just shaves meat off the pig and he keeps his good position, because you don't want to be flopping and groping, always having to re-enter at like whatever the local, around the local high is. It really helps your trading if you can have good entries and stick with them and let good trades ride and let the market kick you out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So on Bitcoin here, looking at a little bit of tiring signs. The VWAP's coming down. Let's pull open the intraday. Let's take a closer peek instead of just skirting around with the anchors. Let's see what's going on here with the intraday VWAP on Cypher SR. So we just had the daily reset. In fact, let's check the daily candle close. We had a really nice close. This is a really nice close. We came up and closed at 73,151. We already had a bearish day here. So yeah, we just had a really strong daily close. It would make sense if there's a little bit of drawdown after such a close. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I mean, we did come down a little bit already on today. We're still over the intraday. We're still over the intraday VWAP. Still, volume is still in the bull's favor. So I don't think this is quite dumping yet, bro. I wouldn't say we dumping quite yet. Be careful of having bias on whatever like the most immediate short-term candle is. Like, just because it's like, man, like when Bitcoin's immediate short-term candle is red, you're like, oh, it's the Titanic. We're on the Titanic, guys. It's going to zero. We're sinking. And then when the candle's green, all of a sudden you're thinking Bitcoin's the lifeboat and we're going to 1 million. So make sure with TA, you're not looking at like the most recent candle. Like you're looking at historic data. Don't be like flopping and groping looking at the most recent candle. But yeah, if we do slip under the intraday, then yes, the volume would sway in the bear's favor. Definitely see the RSIs coming down. Yup, a little bit of pressure there on the 30-minute. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Could be a little bit of turbulence. But yeah, we're still over the intraday for now, so the volume's still in the bull's favor. You gonna short it, bro? You're gonna short it if we slip below the VWAP? I'm not. I wouldn't do that. Like, I would just wait for a nice long opportunity again. You can put an anchor here. Put an anchor up here. Yeah, when you put an anchor at this like recent top we had, we overcame it. So it's not really dumping. It might just happen. And look, they're starting to ascend again too. This is actually bullish. Like, if we can come down here and get a bounce off of these ascending anchors here, that would be a nice setup. That's a nice setup for a long. Let's look at Ethereum. So Ethereum's just been running from its anchors. It's hard to even pinpoint. It's crazy. We had this big correction. We came and we did get a long off this like bottom anchor down here. It landed right on it. The anchors are kind of like my spider lines. Like CF has the spider lines. I got these. Maybe I should add the spider lines too. But ETH hanging off some of these anchors here. Let's put one here. Yeah, nice longs off the anchor here on ETH. Ooh, a little bit of blue wave divergence, a little bit of thick green money flow though. Let's check the bearish sentiment. Let's check. We'll put an anchor here at the top. Okay. Ooh, okay, got you. Okay, so we're still fighting the recently established bearish sentiment on ETH. It's not looking like we need to see some traction on top of this bearish sentiment, and we want to see that anchor starting to turn up a little bit. So ETH has a little bit of work to do. ETH's in the gulag right now. But if it can come back over these anchors, then it's a safer bet of continuation. So that's my take on Ethereum. How do I spot trend changes on higher time frames? That's actually a good question, man. Like if we look at like Bitcoin's lifetime chart, a really good way to spot a trend change is you see this see like back in the previous run we had this massive blob of blue wave momentum. So as soon as this shit slipped below the 60 line, you see how we lost. That wasn't from the big dump. Like we slipped below the 60 line and we got a moderate correction off that. But that moderate correction was like the iceberg hitting, you know what I'm saying? So if that's how I would spot a macro trend change, is NickCipher B's blue wave will have slipped below the positive 60 line, and we are no longer in runaway train status. We're no longer in a momentum, like a positive momentum environment. The train is getting stopped. And if you were to go into the daily and look at that same like point in time, you see how this manifests as like multiple gigantic blue waves that are like getting slowly shorter over time. You see the money flow on the daily like slowly tapering off. But the way it looks on the weekly is that blue wave blob finally slipped below the 60 line, and that's an indication of the trend changing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like we get the gigantic iceberg hit, and certainly, like, you know, the best men below deck start pumping the water and they stall the sinking. You know what I'm saying? But look, we get this like lesser blob, and you get a straight up bearish divergence. Like you got the price went up higher, but the momentum was just not there. So that's like a massive short, you know? So yeah, if you're looking for a trend change, just look for the runaway train status, the positive over 60 momentum to die off, which we are nowhere near close to that on Bitcoin's weekly. Yeah, so I mean, even though like a pencil neck may think that like this blue wave is about to like to roll over, who gives a fuck? Who cares? It's still over the 60 line. Like this thing will pump until we slip below the 60 line. It could be descending. The blue wave is going down and we're pumping, and you're getting wrecked because like it's still over the 60 line. That's just how the indicator works. So hopefully that explains that shit to you pretty good. Also, like the RSIs are at these like silly levels of, they're very strong and in unison at previous points in the markets. This is when the dumber you are, the better. Like people who don't look at their laptop that often and have regular jobs and like are like, duh, I'll just buy some Bitcoin and hold it, I guess. Like they end up winning, and it's the smart asses who get wrecked because you guys are like just go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Just got NickCipher Lifetime recently with the sale, trying to learn more about it. Thanks for everything you do. No problem, man. Good to have you aboard the Titanic. Good to have you aboard, man. We're not just rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic here. We're helping people. We're helping people get into the lifeboats. The real Titanic is the US dollar, bro. We want to help people invest, think about their future, and yeah, like NickCipher as a tool it's best in it's a momentum trading tool. So that means that when the markets are doing hot, NickCipher is also doing hot, and it's like times like this where NickCipher proves itself as like a top, like one of the best indicators in the world. because it makes like it's really important that you make the best situations better, because you know, in markets, like there's just like time, there's just seasons, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's hunting season, you know, you want hunting season to go as good as possible because you don't care about the other seasons. You're not hunting during those seasons. So while NickCipher is very powerful at all points in the market, it absolutely murders in strong trending situations, such as like when we're over the plus 60 line, or under the negative 60 line in bearish situations. Like on the opposite side of things, like when we're super bearish, NickCipher helps you like stay short as well. So yeah, it's a really great indicator for taking advantage of strong trending markets. What's up with Avax, man? I don't really look at Avax too much, but we can look at it. Looking good. The blue waves on the weekly are trying to go over the 60 line, trying to about ready to. The RSIs are picking up. It looks like it's about ready to enter runaway train status. Dang, yeah, the 2-day, the RSIs are picking up.
You're listening to DJ Smokey.
All right, let's put an anchor here. Damn. Let me try a chart that I can actually put an anchor on. I love DJ Smokey too. That's this music. DJ Smokey's one of my favorite artists, and his videos and his vibes are super cool. Okay, so let's see, can I put an anchor here? There we go. So this macro anchor from like the start of the year is like, this played out really great. I love that shit.
So hot, he's on fire.
If you put one on the March early correction, it played out pretty good. We had 1, 2, 3 like major longs off that anchor there. Looks like even this correction here, it's playing very nicely by the rules. Like Avax is a good one to trade because it looks like when you place an anchor at a low, we tend to like come down to it and then long continuation. So yeah, it's playing by the rules. And we put an anchor at like the top here. We put a bearish anchor. You can see we came up over it, and that was a good continuation there. It looks like the anchors are like trying to flatten out or something. Maybe that's because of like there was like a lull in volume or something. But let's see. It looks like the anchors were ascending for a second and then they kind of slowed down, but it's not the end of the world. If we get some bounces off these anchors and we start like sloping back up again, it'll go back up. It'll go higher. Anchor. You want to look at anchor? I'll look at anchor for you, bro. So when you look at any coin and you're trying to plan any kind of trade, you always want to start zoomed out. You want to always start, whether it's a swing or a scalp trade, it happens the same way. You start on a macro time frame and you read the environment, and then you go on a middle time frame and then you plan the trade, and then you go on the small time frame and you execute the trade. So we look at anchor on the daily here. Let's just check how a lot of volume came in. It's been ripping this anchor up. So you put an anchor at the low here, and we had a lot of good opportunities, like 1, 2, 3 big longs off anchor's anchor, the anchor of anchor. So that's good. Let's put an anchor at this low. You got a nice continuation off that shit. A really nice hidden bull div here. You see like the price goes higher, but like see the momentum You see this? This is kind of hard to see. The more you guys watch me, I'll pull strange looking divergences out of my ass, but this is a divergence. Even though like it goes, I'm not comparing two waves under zero. I'm looking at some red dots or some green dots that are like above the zero line, but this is a divergence because despite these dips in momentum getting lower, the price is higher. So that's a sign of continuation there. I put an anchor on this little like wick here. I mean, if we could hold that, that'd be super bullish, but and it looks like the anchors are in ascent, bro. It looks like these anchors are aiming up. So it's like the volume's looking good on anchor. Let's check BTC again. Still looks the same. NC loves MC. As an X-ray machine scans the internal mechanics of the human body, so too does NickCipher scan the internal mechanics of the markets. It's so true, man. NickCipher gives me market clarity. It helps me understand what kind of environment that any given market that I look at is in. Just by taking one quick glance at that asset's weekly chart or monthly chart, you really can see how things are looking. And the more these big time frames are in unison, like I just absolutely love how not only on the monthly are we over the 60 line on Bitcoin, but also the 2 week, the 1 week, the 5 day, the daily. You know what I'm saying? So that it gives you market clarity. It's like no matter what big time frame you're looking at, we're full speed ahead, man. It allows me to go on this Cointelegraph thing, and like when I see like the crypto market is starting to show signs of exhaustion, I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like using NickCipher, I'm able to be like, who are these idiots? How the hell are you calling for signs of exhaustion? Because how I look for signs of exhaustion is I want to see some blue waves slipping under 60. I want to see this weekly actually looking weak. The weekly's strong as hell. How do you say the market's getting tired? It ain't. So these people are just writing shit. They just have to write some shit every day. Be careful of that. Yeah. You really like, oh, Satoshi Nakamoto says, I like the VWAP plays on the 4 hour. You like to play the 4 hour, and you like to catch Are you talking about the yellow oscillator? You talking about the yellow oscillator, Satoshi? You talking about the anchors? Man, so the other day, guys, I did 100 squats. I put like one bar or one plate on each side, and I did sets of 25 barbell back squats with the 100 push-ups, and then my legs are like jello, bro. Like I've been like buckling at the knees on this treadmill. I'm at 1.8 speed. Let me check my mileage here. I'm at 1.8 miles. Once I get to 2 miles, I'll cut the stream. But yeah, doing 100 squats, I can't do that every day, bro. Like I couldn't even sit down to take a shit today. I just been like a cripple. Oh, it just happened again. My leg just buckled. Make sure you guys are working out, and make sure you're ready for. Make sure your mind and body are getting stronger. Not only for 100K Bitcoin, but what if we go to 90K and then dump back down to 50? You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure you're ready for all versions of the future. make sure you're the best person you can be. It's not just about your money, it's about the big picture. Like, you want to grow across the spectrum, especially in a bull market. Like, in a bear market, you know, the doomer ideas and being a depressed person who says, you know, screw the world, screw Joe Biden, screw all these people, like, whatever, like, you know, you can, and it makes you want to like play video games all day and like and fuck off and not take care of yourself. You know, you got to overcome that negative bear market spirituality. But if if you're having trouble with that, you at least have to be fully positive from a holistic sense in a bull market. Because at least if you grind super hard and like go crazy in a bull market, then you're jacked and strong, and like, yeah, like when the market starts tanking, then you can take it easy and be a degenerate again, and you don't have to feel so bad about it. But also, like, you shouldn't do that. You should be, your life should be pumping whether the charts go up or down. But if you want to be a degenerate in the next bear cycle, you got to be a Chad right now. All right, you can't just like be a loser all the time. Make sure you're eating a trend sandwich, blasting steroids up your ass cheek, drinking tons of milk. Just kidding. You know what I've been taking is these little like capsules called NAD+. I've been on NAD+, and it's like good for your brain. It like stimulates your brain cell growth and like all sorts of shit. You can order it on Amazon too, but you can also get it injected via like IV and shit, like drip. But dude, I've been taking NAD+, and I'm pretty sure like my IQ, I have like an intellect buff. Like if this was like World of Warcraft, NAD+ is like a consumable that like buffs your int by like +5. So I've been on NAD+, I've been on creatine, which by the way, creatine is not just for, like, your brain is a muscle too. Like if you cycle onto creatine, it takes about like 2 weeks or whatever to fully cycle onto creatine. It's got like mental benefits too. There's like more water going into your brain. So like even if you're not super mega lifting, I just feel like if you're just a man or like really anybody, you should be spamming creatine. But you should also be on collagen. Get your girl on collagen too, like, and she'll be hotter in a year. If you and your girl will be sexier in a year if you both just start taking collagen every day. Make sure you're taking your fish oils and your vitamins and like all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to fight the aging process. But all right, that's the end of the DJ Smokey mix. Are we at 2 miles yet? All right, we're damn close to 2 miles. But any last questions before I cut the stream? Since I've been doing this like every day, I'm not gonna feel bad about like just cutting the stream at like an hour because I'll be back tomorrow. No, man, I'm done looking at charts. This was a meme coin stream, and then I looked at other stuff for you guys. But any MC updates? There's like CF and his guy have been talking about like adding another tool to MC. Like there's definitely like things in the works. Like we're having this like meeting with me and CF and his guy this week to discuss some things. But I can't really say much yet. I haven't even seen Secret Weapon, but apparently they got some stuff cooking. So there's like new things like coming for the MC community. That's all I can really say for now. One of the biggest, I really can't, Joe, I can't really elaborate because they haven't shown me much. It trickles down to me, and then I gotta like do tutorials and like talk to the community about it. But I'm gonna wrap my head around it as good as I can. I'm really good at understanding new indicators. But But yeah, one really important MC update is like I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm live streaming. I'm gonna try to live stream 5 days a week, but if I miss a day, don't hate me. You know what I'm saying? I might have something going on that day, like such as consultations or like real life stuff. But I'm gonna shoot for 5 days a week. I'm gonna shoot for going to the gym every day and streaming 5 days a week for you guys. And that's what's gonna separate this bull market from other bull markets. MC is gonna have regular presence on top of like Jason Casper, on top of Evanaldo and Trader Geo and like all these people. At least like you guys got someone who's like on the official MC team who's out here every day. Yeah, and I worked myself up in the gym really hard for a year to get to this point, and I'm really happy to be here. I'm grateful for you guys. I'm grateful to all the new people who've come in and got NickCipher. But I'm super extra grateful for the people who have been here since like the bear market. You know what I'm saying? We made it, guys. So, oh yeah, and Crypto Guy on the internet. That's our oldest brother, man. So go ahead and check out Crypto Guy on the internet. Crypto Guy OTI. He's still like polishing his sword with contributing, like finding ways to contribute to the community. But he's really good with his news analysis. He's got a great voice. Definitely worthy of your support. Yeah. Yeah, there's three of us brothers. Oh yeah, Alex O'Crypto, shout out to him. But yeah, make sure you guys like the stream. You know, do all the things you got to do. I got the FloppingGroper Twitter handle. I'm NickCipher on Instagram. I'm doing that push-up challenge. I got like 12 people doing it with me. I'm doing 100 push-ups a day until Bitcoin hits 100K. So yeah. God bless you guys. You guys have a good one. Thanks for joining the stream.